EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us the scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster.
Red light there. Green light means go. Red light means stop. Looks like he had green out.
10 at the 14-yard line. Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Paris Campbell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Brady. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
In punt formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory.
11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 47 yards on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun yard line. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
3-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
The score, Lions.
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball playmakers, get them some space, and try and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got this. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. K.J. Hamler with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And Mantrell, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Robinson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Harris Campbell with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Lions 24, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.